Okay, guys, let's jump in to section 2. Still continuing the essential question: what impact did the Jefferson Presidency have on America? We're looking at two more objectives: the importance of the Louisiana Purchase and also the results of the Lewis and Clark exploration. Make sure you have your notes in front of you. Any questions you have as I go over this brief video cast, write those down, and we can talk about those in class. So the Louisiana Purchase. A little bit of background. The Spanish is in control of the port in New Orleans. This is an important port for American farmers moving down the Mississippi, the interior of the United States, down to the ports to get their goods out to be traded and sold. In the 1800s, the Spanish goes into a treaty with France, and they give Louisiana over to the French. And this is alarming to many Americans because, again, of what's going on between the British and the French. And is this a power move as Napoleon is trying to conquer not only Europe, but looking forward to set up an empire within the Americas. And so Jefferson, he sends Livingston and Monroe to talk to Napoleon and to see if we can acquire New Orleans. Once Napoleon throws off his ambition to have an American empire, he sells it to the United States for $15 million. And literally overnight, the United States is doubled, and you'll see a map to get an idea of what the size was during that time. This is viewed as one of the largest real estate deals in our history. If you looked at it today, we would have gotten it for 3 cents an acre. So think about it. Just our school campus is roughly 60 acres. And so at 3 cents for $1.80, you can buy TKA. So that's kind of gives you a broad idea of how big of a deal it was. Now, $15 million. Plenty money for the 1800s, and so it was debated, and many refuted that this was a good decision by Jefferson. And so you'll look at those as you look at some document analysis later on in class. As I said, here's a map. You can see over here the original size of the United States, and literally doubled overnight. In addition, you can kind of pause and look at this map too once we go over to Lewis and Clark, brief notes, and get an idea of where's the territories they kind of explored and looked at. So Jefferson, he sets out to explore this area. So he sends 2 gentlemen, Lewis and Clark, in order to do 2 things. He wants to map out a route to the Pacific Ocean, again looking for an easier route to trade. Again, we're going to look later in section 3 at the Barbary pirates and Tripoli, and how that caused some great tension between American trade because of the pirates that were there. And secondly, Jefferson, he wanted them to meet the Indians, set up trade, learn more about them, so that as settlers go in there, it could be a smooth transition. Now, Lewis and Clark, with roughly 50 other men, they made up the Corps of Discovery. These men explored places like the Missouri River, and then they reached the Rocky Mountains, and this is where they ran into a lot of difficulty. At this point, they thought that this expedition would come to the halt. They wouldn't survive. But with the help of a young Indian woman, Sacagawea, and her husband, she's able to guide them through this rough patch, helping them to communicate with other Native American tribes, and also survive from the roots and the different foods that she was able to make to help them survive. As they went throughout this western territory, they came across the continental divide. Basically, dividing the east from the west, basically mountain ranges that separate different river systems flowing toward the opposite side of the continent. Another gentleman that helped in this exploration, but more on the southwestern part of the Louisiana territory, or what we know as the United States, along Colorado and New Mexico, was Zebulon Pike. Today, Pike's Peak is named after this explorer here. So go ahead and pause right now. Fill in your section 2 notes. Summary. Make sure you post it into Moodle, and then once you've done that, let's go ahead and look at section 3.